Salutations, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of The Beginning Times. Since you've been gone, all I've done is a little bit of landscaping around the bottom of my house. Like I was saying before, it was overhanging, so I got that done. Uh, I haven't done any more work on the house since you guys seen it, other than putting a few chests in here. I lit up the mountain because you didn't see it on my video, but you did on Casey's. I had died a lot on the last episode when off off camera. So yeah, I put a lot of torches around up here, and I also put a nice little border around the farm. And like I've been saying over and over and over again, I needed to find a place for a mine, and I think this is going to be a very good place for that. Got a little bit of a view when we come out. I think this nice little plateau here would be good to kind of decorate the exterior of the mine a little bit, which I don't normally do, but we're going to try it. Um, the interior, you're going to find out watching any of my videos on Minecraft that I love working with circles, and I use them all over the place and all the time. So what we're looking at here is we're going to have a circle inside this main area, creating kind of like a dome over a central vertical shaft. I'm hoping to probably have a few different levels that we can go down or up and down to using bubble columns and the central drop in order to make it so that we can mine at the different levels. I'm not familiar with what levels those are in modern Minecraft, but we should be able to mine at the best levels for each resource, I'm hoping at least, so that I can go down and get what I need.
Sounds like a plan.
Alright, everybody, so I'm thinking to do a little bit more work on this house. And to maybe give us a little bit more space on the inside, I'm thinking maybe we can work with having a bit of a loft up in this higher area. Um, in order to do that, I'm thinking I'm gonna need some, yeah, I have some. I'm gonna use some logs right here. If we actually remove this piece of wood and this one over here, we can just place some logs in here to kind of create a little bit more of a supporting feeling structure right there. And then we'll do the same thing across right here. And doing that kind of gives us the foundation for our loft. We need to get some ladders up right here. So is that not possible?
What?
Oh, I can't put ladders on the back of stairs.
You know, that would be nice though if you could.
Just like that, we have a ladder that goes up into this beginning loft section. So once we come up here, oh, uh-oh, that's a bit of an issue. We're gonna have to move this roof just a little bit, which hopefully shouldn't be too much of an issue. Actually, I might be able to get away with this quite nicely. But for now, we're going to put this here. We're also going to put some half slabs in here. And the reason I'm going to use half slabs is because it allows, in the downstairs section, it allows for it to have more depth. That's the loft section done. Now I gotta fix a roof because I fucked that up in the process of doing that.
That's always fun.
You and I, you and I. Wonder why you do those things. You know you got me going insane. Fire and ice going in ties, cause we want to, want to. Why you go and play those games? Can we just cut to the chase?
Alright, so with most of the roof raised up just a little bit, we have just this last little section right here. We'll skim that right across. Make sure to leave those as solid blocks. I don't know if you knew this, but if you have a solid block made up out of two hash slabs like this, like if I break that, that still breaks into two individual hash slabs. That actually has a higher blast resistance than the full block counterpart. So this is more likely to survive an explosion from a creeper or a TNT blast or something like that than this one is. It has a higher blast resistance. So a little bit of fun fact for you. If you're trying to build a house that's just a little bit more creeper proof, that might help, but it's a lot more tedious.
Yeah. I actually didn't know that. You learn something new every day.
Playing with sugar.
Loaded with the sugar and spice and everything nice. I don't know why that is in my head every time I fucking say your name,
I
dude.
know, you said it the other day too. You were like, sugar, spice, everything nice? Like freaking out with the needing to go to bed.
Yeah, I was like, but ever since I started doing that, it's just been stuck in my head.
I mean, that's fair.
Oh, the place is coming together nicely at least.
Yours?
Yeah.
I have to come down and visit.
Well, yes, you do.
Mine is definitely coming together too. Got a little bit of a house going on here, you know?
What? You actually have a house going on? Crazy thoughts.
Acting like I don't normally build a mansion in the first couple days of a world.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like, all I do is collect resources and pool it into a building, and that's it.
Yep.
So that's what you guys have to look forward to on this channel. You're going to see a lot of buildings pop up. Hopefully I can work with different material palettes to bring a little bit more variety into what you guys get to see. So right now we're going to do a little bit of work on the top section of this house. And like I said, we're going to have a little bit of a tower design. So what we're going to have is 3 archway windows on these 3 sides, and then I'm thinking just like a little button window on that side. And hopefully that'll look good from the exterior of the building. That's always important. I've seen a lot of people build a really nice interior to the building, but then the exterior doesn't fit whatsoever. And I feel building both the interior and exterior together in unison and also having it visually appealing from all different angles is a bit of a challenge for a lot of builders. So I'm always pushing myself to try and have it visually appealing from all angles. Alright guys, so this is kind of what we have going on the outside of the building. I'm already noticing that this looks really plain, but we're going to be finishing it off right about this height. I don't think we're going to go any higher than this. No real point to. But like I said, it's got a little bit of a different view from all of the different angles. Like if I go over to this little plateau here that I've got for doing my intros on, it looks quite nice from right here. I actually really like the way the house is looking. It's simple, it's small. It'll get the job done as we continue on here. But now that we have this little bit of a start going on, I think it's about time we head down and see what Casey has been up to this whole time. Because I have been working quite a bit, and I've got all this going on, and this whole time he's been working as well, so he has to have some kind of start going on, who knows? Alright, I'm here. Oh, look at this. So we have,
Well, hello.
I'm up there, and hello. Looks like this is what Casey's built so far. As far as I could tell from up there, all I seen was this little tiny entrance point here. So let's Let's see what we have going on here. First, we'll snoop. See what he's got in his chest, because that's always important. But what we came here for the piece de resistance. I don't think I even said that right. But
I don't think you did either.
this is Casey's house. Ooh, I am liking this. This looks really nice, dude. You trying to show me up or
Like,
something?
no, try not to.
Hey, look, you can see my house from here.
Can you? Oh yeah, you can. Just barely.
Yeah. I mean, I'm
You
gonna
know,
be
you-
cutting down those acacia trees, so you'll be able to see it.
Yeah, exactly. I was just gonna say some trees are boxing there, and then over, over here I'll put my like super smelter. You know,
Oh yeah.
it's the thing that I build in almost every one of my bases. I will find you and I will kill you.
I have a very particular lack of skills. Alright, I'm going to return back up to my mountain. I like what you have going on though, dude.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Working on it.
Yeah, it's okay. Take your time.
Before I continue working on the top of the tower, I ran out of cobblestone, so I think now is a good time for us to dig out the top section of the mine. And I think I'll just speed that up. So here we go.
Fire and ice, we'll do it all night if you want to, want to. 'Cause this will be the last time that you're ever gonna love me. This will be the last time. 'Cause our love is like fire and ice, fire and ice, fire and fire and ice. Na 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 na. Fire and ice, fire and fire and ice. Na 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 na.
Alright guys, so I got the circle dug out here on the top of the mine. So what we're looking at for this is probably these three columns here are going to be the center of the circle. So if we draw an X in from those, we can get a solid point of where our mine shaft down will be. So just a couple, if we just go in like this from each one, and by the looks of things, we've been visited by Casey out there. Hopefully he's not stealing my crops. We'll go see what Casey wants in a moment, but for now, I am going to quickly just get this outline of where our mine shaft is going to be, so that I can kind of show you all what I have planned here. So the plan is, right here is going to be a drop down. We'll be able to run in and drop all the way down to, I'm not sure what level, whatever level diamond level is. We'll drop down there, and then from there we'll have a water pool, and we'll have another circle the same size as this one. And we'll be able to put bubble columns around the side of the circle going to all of the different levels that we need to go to for mining. And that'll allow us to jump down here and then select, do we want to go, are we mining for iron? Are we mining for diamonds? Are we mining for coal? And we can select the different level that we want to go back up to. And then if we want to come up to the very top, there will be a central bubble column right here that will come all the way back up to the very top of the mine so that we can get out. And that'll be our emergency exit. So that is the plan for our mine. Alright. So now, let's go and see what Casey wants. Where did he go? Oh, there he is.
Yeah.
Sitting up on the build. I mean, you stood out. You didn't think I was gonna look at my own house?
Fair enough. Anyways,
Break
so
your legs?
I have 1.5 hearts. That
Yeah,
was close.
that was dumb.
Anyways, so I'm gonna be heading out. So I thought I would say goodbye to your viewers now, just in case, and make sure you guys like and subscribe.
Thank you. Everybody else, make sure you like and subscribe to Casey as well. We're just starting off, as we've said before, and we appreciate every viewer and every like.
Yeah. All right. Ciao, guys.
Look at him, right off into the sunset.
Ow!
Majestic.
Fuck!
Well,
That was unexpected.
that's amazing. There's some steak up here still.
Oh.
So I had the perfect angle to watch you jump off that cliff.
I can't wait
Like,
to see it.
I was like, oh, look at him run off into the sunset, and you're just like, doop, 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 doop. And then I just watch your name tag go down.
Oh, by the way, I do need to give you something though.
Oh, what? You have a gift too?
Yeah, my meat.
Do you have any sausage? Oh, your raw meat. Alright guys, so what we have going on right now is a little bit of a top for this tower. I do want to bring it in and have a little bit more of like a pointed kind of top, kind of like that sort of deal. But we're also going to have like 4 little towers that come up, and in the future, when we eventually get to that point, we are going to utilize end rods on the tops of those just to bring some light to the very tippity top of the building. I might use some torches in the meantime. But let's go and step down and see what this looks like from outside. Oh yeah, that's starting to turn into something. I think that's starting to turn into a nice little house. As you can see, I was saying that the front of the house is a little bit too bland, so I put that there with another window, and it matches on this side. I think this will turn into a really nice starter house that we'll be able to live in for a good little while. Should be able to fit a decent amount of storage in here, because I still have plans for a basement. Let's just knock him Sparta! Aw, out of render distance. We didn't even get to see him die. So I'm gonna need to get some glass at some point. That's really important here, I think. I don't have any sand at all, so I wouldn't even be able to start. So I'm working on the top of this house, and I'm thinking I'm thinking I might want a little bit of a window in here to help bring some natural light in, and I wanted it in the middle. So I'm thinking if I use some half slabs, I might be able to get away with actually having a window with no glass in it up here. Just because it's high enough up that you won't be able to see directly into it, but I want to have some light come out of the top of this building in some way. So I'm thinking this should work for my needs. Alright, we'll hop down and see what all this looks like. I think that looks pretty good for a starter house. A little bit different from what I would normally do. I'm using a lot of rules that I would use for a much larger build in this really small form factor. So I'm thinking There might be a few things that look a little weird on it that just they don't quite fit quite right. I think maybe if I take some of those like towers that I have right there and just kind of do some mini ones right down here, it might kind of bring it all together. Alright, just added those little side bits in. I think that kind of helps bring it together. So, I'm going to also add them over on this side, and hopefully it'll all come together real clean. We will go and see right now. Alright guys, so now we have those little spikes on all of the points and corners of the building. And I think that looks really nice. For a simple starter house, I think that's what we're gonna call home. I think that looks great. Now I think all I think it needs now is something around the entrance just to make that feel more like an entrance than just a hole in the wall. And obviously it needs some lighting and glass because it's got no glass anywhere on it. So I think a little bit of lighting, a little bit of glass, that'll all come a long way to making this whole build come together and feel a lot more lively. So just like that, we have a little bit of something around the entrance, just to make it feel like that's not just a hole in the wall. We also have a door, and we have a spider. Ignore the spider, he's cool. He's not at all my friend or anything. I'm totally gonna be killing him in 30 seconds. But yeah, this is what I'm going to proudly call home. Move the bed upstairs here. We'll make this the bedroom. Alright, let's harvest this crop and get all these beautiful potatoes. And some wheat as well, so hopefully we can get some animal farms going. But my main food source is typically potatoes. The only problem I have with that right now is I'm just getting my mine started, so I have almost no coal to actually be constantly cooking my potatoes and keep that flow. What? Whoa, what? Dude jumped right over me. This is why I died so many times in the first episode. You guys didn't see it, but man, before I lit this mountain up, it was dangerous. Non-stop, just constant creeper after zombie after creeper. And always in that order. So, I was just sitting here and planning out a little bit of like what I'm going to be doing for my storage area and how I'm going to lay out the interior where I'm putting everything right now. And I discovered that I can actually put ladders on the side of barrels, and I think that's a really cute idea to have here. I got Casey to make me a few item frames so that we can do a little bit of this. I would like to take a few of the more important items that we have from this Let's Play and, you know, display a few of them. Like our first diamond. I know Casey's not going to be happy about the fact that we have to get 2 more diamonds to get our pickaxe, but it is what it is. We're going to put our first diamond in there. We're going to put our first emerald in there. Just they feel valuable. They look nice on the wall. I say why not? Another thing that we're going to be putting in there is the Aqua Infinity Fire Protection and Unbreaking Gold Helmet that we had gotten on the first episode. On the very first episode, right when we started that first zombie. That first zombie we killed dropped this helmet by chance, and it is going to live on the wall permanently. Unless maybe I get an armor stand, it might go on that. But as of right now, we're going to put that up there and make this place feel a little bit more like home. Speaking of making it feel a little bit more like home, we're also going to be putting a sign here. So just like that, we have a sign dedicating when the building was built. I will probably put some glow ink on that in order to make it so it's nice and bright so we can read it. And I'm going to continue that on throughout the duration of this series. Alright guys, I think that's about all we have time for today. On today's episode, we just got the house finished, a little bit of mining done. Well, we got the mine built, the top section of it, and we got this beautiful starter house done. I believe on the next episode, we are going to be working with Casey to do a little bit of mining down in the caves and to probably to get our main mine established and maybe start doing a little bit of planning for some pathways connecting up between Casey and I. But for now, that is all we have time for today. I appreciate you watching. Like and subscribe for more, and have a great night. Ciao.
Wonder why you do those things. You know you got me going insane.